Hello everyone, how are you doing today? This is Kiereek here playing Supreme Commander, Forged Alliance Forever. So I'm playing an online 4v4 on Seton's Clutch, and I got two games for you today. They're both Seton's Clutch. This one is it's so-so. I end up doing alright and then I get pushed back. The second one, I have a great start, but then I stall late game because I rarely make it to late game. So you see me up front here playing UEF. I'm facing off against a Poltergoose, also UEF up front here in hot pink. And on the sides, we've got this guy here, combat tank. He's doing alright, but he's going first naval. Interesting. And then over here, Delirium. He's a seasoned veteran, looks like. Or Evil Spider taking the Navy up here. Nom Nom. I think he's the highest rated player in this game, thank God. He's on our team here. In the back we got Jackal, and in their regard, Holt's Hacker. Took me a second to figure that out. So anyhow, you see me here. First land, I'm leaving my engineers to do the rest. And then we're going to move up to the center. Let me speed this up for you here because there's going to be not a whole lot of action for the first little bit. So my first thought here, thanks Delirium. See down here he calls me a noob? Yeah, thanks a lot, buddy. I guess I am a noob, but still. Well, I guess it's not that insulting. It could have been encouragement for that guy. I won't take it personally. Anyhow, my goal here, claim these Salems, then grab all the, I think it's, what is it, Titans, Percivals, Loyalists, whatever are in the center there. He is coming up the side. Now, I can't see this. If you look at I'm full barring on mass, they're trying to give it to them. When I'm playing this, like I've learned a bit more since here. I had a guy named the Hoff who kind of gave me some pointers about eco, and admittedly after this game and after the game after this, the one I played today, I got it. It was fine, no problem, no biggie. You see, he's sitting up here. I barely see that, and I think, I got him now. I'm gonna throw an upgrade on my commander. Now that's gonna be T2. I'll keep it going quickly here. Keeping my units back now that I realize it's going. He's gonna bomb the crap out of me, but I have T1 bombers. It's gonna take forever. I'm stalling on power. Really bad move on my part. In the meantime, let's take a look elsewhere here. He's sending up point defense up here. He must realize I'm behind him because he's bombing me, but I can't. I guess he wants to kill me after, or he just figures he'll stop my units from coming in. Evil Spider's gonna help him out. So luckily he's got a bit of backup because he doesn't seem to be producing any units. Interesting choice. This guy here, I don't know, he went straight to T2. That's a cruiser, isn't it? Yeah. So he's going straight to T2. Bam! I try to get behind him here. I set up some point defense, ripping apart his land factory, hopefully catching him in it too. That's going to send him going back. He's going to send a couple shots my way, but that's fine. Let him shoot away. You see here now, Evil Spider trying to bring some of his Mantis to reinforce. I'm going to keep bringing my two guys up. I want to pressure him. Oof, nope, you can't build that there. Sorry, buddy. So I'm setting up shop here. Not too much of a problem. Now, I'm thinking I got gray and pink against me. It's time to go bump things up a bit. So I think I'm going to spam up more land. With the idea to get as much T1 out there as possible. But I end up going T2 pretty quick, I believe. I am the water here because I thought for sure they're coming down. They're going to wreck my shit. Now he's going to hang back here. He doesn't have any artillery, thankfully. And Pink's setting up a forward land base. But it's not going to matter too much. My Mantis are going to be able to... my Strikers are going to be able to take care of all his Mantis. And luckily I have cruiser support here from combat tank. In the oceans here, see combat tank getting started. He's already hit T2. He rushed really quickly. And I think if he had pushed now, he probably could have denied naval to Delirium. But he stays here and he helps me out, and I'm grateful for it. But I think long run, Delirium would have been the target to go for. Bam, so he's pushing Poltergoose off there. And you see me here. Still expecting incoming death, so I'm setting up a little fire base. Something a little to help me in the middle. I got Mongoose coming out, and I'm thinking I'm not really seeing much in terms of him. His boats just wiped out that forward position. I send one dude up to go investigate. There's literally this. He's gonna send some guys down, but it kind of gives me the heads up that hey, there isn't that much out there, which I don't mind. I find this Western Naval game to be pretty stale. It's a good thing that Eel Spider didn't produce too much coming my way, or I would have been in hot water. I think looking at Holt's Hacker, the way he manages, look at all this engineer spam. He manages that much better than I think Jackal did. Jackal didn't really give me a lot of air support, and I could have used some air support here and there. What's crucial to note is I think he has T3 air already. And is he storing it up? Not yet. He's just producing scout. Oh, here we go. I push forward. I want to take care of this guy. There's too much riding on it, you mean? I don't want to be the burner of my team, so my thought here is go for it. I don't know why he went with a T2 air factory first off. I didn't see this point defense here, so this thing's ripping my units apart. Oh, now I see it. But I try to take care of it. Good, it's gone. I'm being pursued a little bit by these flares. It's not a huge deal. I don't know, I thought I could have him there, but I think I pushed a little too hard. And I end up pinging him. And that's when Jackal brings in these renegades. So I'm going to lose my units there. But it was more than enough. And poof. There goes Poltergoose. Not too shabby. Pretty happy with that. You see now combat tanks pushing a little bit against what is it? Zuis? Yeah, this guy's playing Seraphim. But notice that he's also getting T2 out himself. So we are gonna see, I believe here, Holt's Hacker, maybe? You see that Holt's Hacker? Yeah, I think he ends up disconnecting at some point. So I'm pushing again. I'm thinking, I didn't realize full share was on, which is, I'm not a big fan of full share. I pushed again, and this isn't going to end super well, but it'll keep him occupied, at least in the land front. See now, he's getting a good batch of T3. Now, I expected T3 from my air guard to help screen, because you know as the front player, the snipe, it definitely is going to be a snipe, and it's going to come from me. And I pointed out to him, he has T3 air. That's when I started thinking it's time to start spamming up everything. So I'm working on power. I think I'm already stalling at this point. Yeah, I'm stalling on mass. So that's not great. They chased down the last couple of my units there. In general, everything's pretty calm. Let's fast forward it a bit here. You see Gray starting to bring in frigates, and that's kind of got me a little worried, but I do have Pink on my left. And so that's not too bad. See, Nom Nom is trying to give tips to Combat Tank. Because Combat Tank, he's went pure naval, no land, he's got nothing to support himself, he doesn't even have these mexes down yet. Which is a little odd. I believe there's a drop here earlier, or a drop comes. No, here, this looks like a drop right here. So he's getting ready. He knows it's undefended there. And now this guy's producing strats. So now that's got me a little worried. I don't see them. Let's go from my point of view in this one. So yeah, we don't really have a lot of recon. Needless to say, I went pretty heavy. We're losing the sea battle here already. He's only got 2 boats out. He can't produce anything because he's got nothing. I'm going to slow this right down. So now we're looking at these strats. That's probably enough strats at this point in the game to take out my commander. I've only got T2 on there, I think. Maybe the gun upgrade. Yeah, the gun upgrade's definitely on there. So I'm not expecting air. I'm expecting land to rush down here. But you see here, it's coming in. Now let's see from my point of view, those strats are coming in. I see this. Someone else pings it though. I think I had my attention elsewhere afterwards. And I'm like, move. Oof. So I think I dodged that one. I get hit by the second one. Not so much a dodge as I don't get the full brunt of it. But the shield went down. A little bit of damage to my base there. And into the water I go. Thankfully, Jackal was right there. He's able to cover up for me and keep me from getting murdered. Now, as far as my game goes in this, man, I wish my computer could run this faster. +3 is not fast enough. As far as my help in the rest of this, I don't think I'm really useful. I build up lots of units and I end up getting pushed back because we strongly lose Navy here. And unfortunately that forces me back all the way off this island, or peninsula, or whatever you want to call it, the bridge. And yeah, in the end, we end up winning. I wish I could show you. I think what I'll do is I'll watch the replay through and I'll cut back in a little bit. Because I'm running at +2 right now. I'm trying to run at +10, but as fast as I can go, right? But you see the amount of stuff he's building up. I've got factories paused back here because, and like, see, I'm not great at ecoing, so I didn't learn anything about how to manage my mass extractors yet, or when to level up. Like, we're at 22 minutes in. I got a couple T2s, and the rest are T1s. I start throwing this upgrade on here. I think it's personal shield, maybe? Oh yeah, I've already got personal shield 1. I think I went for personal shield 2 as well, because I'm expecting more air bombardment or air attack, and I just wanted to be prepared. But yeah, it's unfortunately because we lose this southern ocean, my role in the center is really mitigated. Long story short, I'll save you guys the trouble of watching the whole thing. Pink pushes up here, blue disconnects, light blue takes over his stuff as the next highest rated player on their team, and slowly we creep in this way, and I end up back here horribly disfigured because my base got mauled by his navy. Look at this build-up. I don't think I noticed this before. He's taking the long route. Yeah, so there goes combat tank, nice and early from these ships. And at that point, it's just like, whoa. So I put up some radar. I start to queue up some clink hammers, but it's not going to mean a whole lot. Ooh, let's get this on tape here. Now here's a strong push by Old Hacker. He's trying to get through here. But I got quite a few triads and I got some T2s littered in there. I don't think it's enough to stop. No, I'm gonna lose this. Yikes. Okay, there goes my front position. So that's not a great start for that. And Pink's gonna come in here and try to save my ass. I think more than... He's also probably running from these guys, these sirens. But I think most of all he's just trying to save my ass. I'm fine, I'm in the water here. I'm draining my economy on this eco fucking upgrade. See, look at that. Turn in. Oh my, no, that was me, okay. I'm underwater. Poof, there we go. Now I'm a beast. And my idea here, I'm going to lose the center. I might as well make a beefy comm and put that to some good use. So I get some more units here. I'm marching them up. Trying to prioritize these T2 units. Getting a little bit of help from my buddy there, but these battleships are coming in. These destroyers. And they're taking their toll. I think he's looking for me there. Does he want more strats lined up? No, he just wants to win air superiority. And honestly, I think if he hadn't disconnected, he might have. He might have won air superiority, and they might have won because he would have been able to take us all out. We didn't really have a lot in the air. Especially if Jackal loses it. But I'm getting bombarded here. I'm sending up triads because I don't think I even realized I was getting bombarded. But my first thought was, I gotta get my commander somewhere safe. I'll walk over here and get a transport. But it's gonna take a while for that transport to get up, especially because I think my economy is probably screwed Oh no, I'm doing pretty good. Alright, not too bad. I'm obviously not producing as much as I could be, but I don't really have the build capacity for it. I think that's where I really failed. Trying to get these buzz kills up, but already under fire. And we know how good buzz kills are. That's sarcasm if you didn't pick up on it. I know I'm not very clear. And we already got harbingers coming in. Blammo. Okay. So you can see he's losing this battle. As soon as you lose the port, you're basically screwed because your ally is just going to bombard you. Like, you see what happened here. He's had to set up destroyers in there. He's bringing his cruisers over here to hassle me. And that's pretty much going to be the end of my base. He does... You know what's weird is I don't think he has... I think if Jackal wanted to push it, he's got always on stealth too. But he could have pushed it and taken out that group of ASFs, clearing the way for us to take naval back. I end up airlifting my comm over here, and then, oh, not yet, but I eventually get the thought to start making torpedo bombers, with the hope that I can torpedo bomb enough of these ships. That doesn't work out super well. And I end up backing up. I know this is a bad situation to be in. So I'm looking to get shielding up, protect my commander. In the end, it doesn't go that well. Let's go check out the other game. The rest of this one's pretty uninteresting.